Hi everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to my art journaling channel. Today we're going to be doing a simple background using focal images from a magazine. So the image I'm using today is cut out from a magazine called Womenkind. I'm not sure where it is from, but it is absolutely amazing. The image here is a reproduction of a painting by, I think it's no, it's not Sandra Pelzer, it's Irene Blasco, I think, but I will put it in the description box. But yes, go check out Womenkind magazine. It is amazing and full of great images that you can use in your artwork. So to sort of tie in with my background, I obviously have these cool coloured image that I want to use. So I want to have something contrasting in the background. So I have gone in with some pinks and whites and tones of pink to create this little background. Now this background was inspired by one I've done recently, which I really loved, and I wanted to recreate it. And so you can see sort of some similarities. So I'm going with Stabilo oil pencil, spritzing in the background to activate the black ink and to get a bit of that bleed out. And I'm going in with some gloss spray. So this is a Rouge gloss spray, and you can see it does this awesome watercolory effect in the background, which I adore. So I'm using my heat gun, partly because I'm impatient, I want to dry, but also I can use that to sort of move that liquid paint around a little bit. You can sort of see that down the bottom and get some really cool effects. And it gives this sort of watercolorish effect, but the great thing about the using the gloss sprays to do that is it's permanent. It's not going to shift afterwards, which is really important to me. So once I've put my image kind of where I want it, one of the things that I was trying to work out is how am I going to ground this image. So I didn't want it floating in air, and to do that I've decided I was going to put in a turquoise base. So the reason I chose turquoise was because obviously she had those blues and greens in the background, so kind of tied in. It obviously contrasts with the background color I chose as well, and I chose to write into the wet paint again with my Stabilo oil pencil, just again to create some texture and a little bit of interest. And I wrote about why I love this image. So just it was for me a little bit of journaling about why I chose this image. Now I'm going in with my Stabilo oil, not my Stabilo pencil. This is actually an Inktense pencil. Usually I use my Stabilo oil pencil, but I actually wanted to have a more blue tone to this. So the Inktense pencils are water soluble. Obviously you can see that here. The great thing about them is they are also permanent when they're dry, which I really like. So you can get them in all sorts of colors. I just really love this sort of indigo-y color. When I don't want black, but I do want a bit of a shadow, I find it's a really great one to go to. And having that blue tone just really helps push it out from the background as well, give that really deep shadow effect to it. So I was looking at this, while I really love that image, it was getting a little bit lost, and I wanted to do something to pull it out from the background a little bit more. While I was thinking about how to do that, I decided I wanted to write a quote on the page. So the quote I chose is, "The quieter you become, the more you are able to hear." Which is very apt for me, because I'm quite a quiet person usually, and I am definitely a listener. So if I'm in a room, you will probably find me in the corner somewhere, or somewhere where I can sort of kind of be there, but I'm more listening to the conversations going on, just because I'm a bit of an introvert. So once I've finished doing my writing, I wanted to pop some of the letters out a little bit, and I've just chosen to colour the letters in. So I've written in the way that I usually do, using those long elongated strokes, quite thin narrow letters as well, but then just colouring in the circles. So I don't know if anyone was like me as a child who liked to colour in the circles in magazines and stuff as you were doodling. That was my favourite job. So quite often when I'm writing quotes, I will do the same. I've also gone in with my white pen to do a little bit of a drop shadow on it to help push it out from the background. Now in some letters it wasn't necessary because it was actually written over the white and it blended into the background, but you can see on those pink bits it helps to push things out. I've also, in the areas I've coloured in, just put a little bit of an indication that there's a shadow in there too, and popped in the quote person's name, Rumi. So just to balance it out somewhat. While I had the white pen in my hand, I then decided that I was going to doodle over my image. So these flowers on the, I was going to say dress on the shirt, were already sort of doodled around, but I just wanted to make it really, really obvious, which it isn't with the shine of the magazine, unfortunately. In the close-up picture you will see this, but I really liked having that sort of sketchy line to it, and it gave a little bit of contrast to the background, and it pushed everything out from the background a little bit, which I really, really liked. Just to make sure everything was dry, because it wasn't a slick surface, I then heat set it. So here you can see the background. You can see that beautiful sort of watery colour background. You can see how that shirt now sort of comes to life a little bit, and how putting the drop shadow on the quote helps push it out from the background as well. So please check out the Womenkind magazine. It is amazing. I think you can get digital copies too, which might be really useful. I had a hard copy which has been cut to pieces, and I'll be looking for more in my stash in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.